Eglinton Crosstown, 2 words guaranteed to get a strong reaction in Toronto. City News has been tracking the LRT project for more than a year, and after months of asking questions without many answers, we're finally getting a bit of insight into the majorly delayed project.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde.
It was an announcement meant to talk about the opening up of bidding for the future Yonge North subway extension. Instead, the focus from reporters was on the Crosstown. On Monday, City News told you about how an unused Crosstown station platform was being dug up years after it was poured. In the days since, various headlines about the project and Metrolinx, which is overseeing the companies building the line. Today, this from the organization's CEO.
There are 260 non-conformances, quality issues that must be rectified.
Not surprising given the original 2020 opening date and the delays that followed, while a list of issues with Crosslinks, or CTS, the consortium building the line, wasn't given. A big one involves tracks and the potential for derailment.
It's outside of specification though, and it needs to be rectified. This is not sort of centimeters of error, this is millimeters of error.
Also turns out CTS's goal of finishing in the second half of 2023 has been challenged.
We are working closely with Metrolinx to get CTS, who's delivering the project for us, to provide a credible schedule.
City News asked CTS for comment, but a response wasn't received. Transportation Minister Caroline Mulroney once again wouldn't give a new revised projected opening date, but kept saying safety is front of mind.
I am accountable and I am responsible for everything that happens within my ministry, including getting this system opened. We've seen in Ottawa what happens when politicians push subway systems or transit systems to open before they're ready. And we don't want that to happen here.
Across town, Premier Doug Ford had this to say following the revelations.
Am I frustrated? Darn right I'm frustrated. Am I on Metrolink like an 800-pound gorilla? I can assure you I am.
It's clear to me that the government has lost control of this project.
Ontario NDP transit critic Joel Harden slamming the Ford government shortly after hearing today's news, calling for more information.
The public deserves to know what is wrong with the Eglinton Crosstown LRT. The public deserves to know why the cost of this project ballooned from $5 billion to $13 billion. Public deserves to know why it's 2 years late.
University of Toronto professor Matty Simiatiki specializes in infrastructure. He said what the Crosstown has been through isn't unique among massive infrastructure projects anymore.
These big projects will always have deficiencies. The question is how quickly they're caught and how quickly they're fixed. And I think what we're finding now is this model of developing transit in particular with public-private partnerships has not solved the on time and on budget challenge with big projects, and if anything is creating other issues around construction.
Simiatiki said better communication needs to happen to help mitigate concerns.
In that information vortex, you're just seeing you're seeing public concern around the construction and just frustration building and trust eroded. These big projects do have challenges.
For more details and how officials say this project is helping change how others are done, head to citynews.ca. In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.